With you here on this beautiful Friday morning. Thank you for joining me. This is our weekly 15-minute motivational call. We do this every Friday morning at 7:45 a.m. Pacific, 10:45 Eastern. Do a little 15 minutes of motivation to help you have a great end to your week. Have a great Friday. Get ready for a new week next week. So thank you all for joining me. And we're going to get started here in about 30 seconds. Take a moment and whatever platform you're on with me right now. Some of you are on Zoom and some of you are on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. Type into the chat. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. We're going to create today as a great day because the day is whatever we choose to make it. And let's see here. We're all good there. And okay, let me find my little video here if I can locate my video, and we will get started. Good morning, everybody. Eric Lofholm here. Thrilled to be with you here on this beautiful Friday morning. Hey, thanks for joining me today. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. Thank you for joining me. I know we have people joining in from all over the world. If you want to take a moment and type into whatever platform you're on, if you're on Zoom or YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, type into the chat. Let me know what part of the world are you joining me from. And I have 3 ideas to share with you. And what's great about ideas is that when you learn a good or great or breakthrough idea, you have that learning for the rest of your life. And I was on a call earlier this week, and I was talking with this gentleman, and the conversation was around, how do I go viral? How do I make Eric Lofholm International go viral in terms of views or subscribers? And that was the conversation. And he goes, I don't think you should focus on going viral at all. I was like, oh, really? Well, what do you think I should do? And he said, what I would do if I was you is I just focus on what you're doing and do it with excellence. And that's all I'd focus on. I was like, do it with excellence. I'd never thought like that before. And that was it was one of those, there's nothing more powerful than a good idea whose time has come. And the more I've thought about that idea, the more I like that idea of having that be, we have these core foundational ideas that run us as human beings. And they can be positive or they can be not so positive. Like some people have a core foundational idea, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve success. So that's a core foundational idea. It's running their life. And what I want you to know is we have the ability to take a look and notice what are these thoughts that I have that are running my life, and we can create new thoughts. And just to give you a really simple way on how to do that, how to reprogram your subconscious mind, is if you have dog A and dog B. Dog A and dog B. Which dog grows? And the answer is whichever dog you feed. So I don't deserve success or I deserve success. If you start spending more time in your thinking on the idea, I deserve success, and less time in your thinking on, I don't deserve success. And if you do that, you may completely lose interest in the idea that I don't deserve success. So the thought here is, wherever I'm putting my energy into my thinking, that's what's going to show up in reality. So if I start thinking about do it with excellence in all areas of my life, do with excellence as a stepdad. What would excellence look like? For me to be an excellent stepdad, what would that look like? Do with excellence with my car. What would the cleanliness of my car look like if I was doing my car with excellence, or my company? So that was really valuable for me. And I want to pass that on to you, because that might be a core foundational idea that you start thinking about and putting energy into. Like if you're a real estate agent and you started being a real estate agent from a place of excellence, and what that would do to the likelihood that they gave you the listing in the first place, or you got a referral, or they did business with you again, right? You take all this time to get somebody to list with you, and you help them with their home, but you don't do it with excellence, and they don't come back to you, even though you did a good job. You did a good job, not an excellent job. Okay, next idea is to have them feel you. And let me explain what that means. So if I prospect somebody, like last night, I think I reached out to like 15 either VP of sales or sales managers. And I reached out to them cold. They never even heard of me before, unless, I mean, maybe they read my book or whatever, but probably not. Probably not. So I'm reaching out to these 15 people. It's probably the first time they've ever heard the name Eric Lawful. Maybe they've heard me, but probably not. And so they're going to check their email inbox, and I'm going to be one of 87 emails in there. And for most of them, it's probably not going to get onto their radar. They're not going to go Google me, although they might. They're not going to respond to me, although they might, because it's the first time I'm reaching them. And so that's why I'm not just going to reach them once. In fact, most of them I already reached out to twice, because I added them as a connection on LinkedIn, and I sent them a prospecting email. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to them again. And I'm going to reach out to them 7 to 12 times, each of these 15 people I reached out to yesterday, over the next 12 months. And they're going to feel me. Okay. They're going to be like, okay, who is this guy, Eric Lawful? He keeps reaching out to me. What does he want? What's this about? And I'm going to get on their radar, and I'm going to create that. I'm going to create getting on their radar by them feeling me, by reaching out 7 to 12 times over the next 12 months. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do that for the next 10 years. And my strategy is 1,000 companies, and I'm going to prospect those same 1,000 companies for the next 10 years. And there'll be some attrition, and some people will tell me to go pound sand, and some will become clients, etc. So when you prospect, do you have people feel you? And if you don't, that's a tool for your tool belt that will get more deals to the finish line for you. All right, got one more idea to share with you. This is the breakthrough idea. They all could be breakthrough ideas, but this is the one that I'm excited to teach them all to you, but this one especially. It's really simple. Change your pattern. Change your pattern. So the way we do life as human beings, we do life in patterns, like this call. A bunch of you are on here because you do this call with me every week, live or recording. And although the call is available in multiple formats, you probably have a go-to format. Like you do the call with me on a podcast, one of the ways you can do this call, or you do this call with me on YouTube. That's how you do it. Or somebody else does it on LinkedIn. Somebody else does it on Zoom. Somebody else does it on Facebook. So we eat in patterns. The food you eat and the food you don't eat. The drinks you drink and the drinks you don't drink. So my pattern was it's a horn going off in the background, so I'll have to go address that when we're done here. Pattern was drinking soda. I drink soda. And you know what I replaced it with? I replaced it with water. And so now I'm drinking a lot of water, half gallon a day on average, if not a little bit more. So if you're a soda drinker or whatever you drink, maybe you drink energy drinks, right? And that's your pattern. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with if you're a soda drinker. But why, if I'm a soda drinker, why am I a soda drinker? It's not like I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I got to drink me some soda today. So why would I do that? Because it's my pattern. This stuff's happening without you even thinking about it. So one of my patterns in my life is to not take supplements, even though I bought them a bunch of times. And another pattern is to go to bed at 11 or 12 at night, which then causes me to be tired the next day. And another pattern has been to sell to individuals and not corporations. So here's the big idea. So if my pattern is to not take supplements, could I change that? Yes, I can. Here's one of my supplements right here. And I am now taking my supplements like I prioritize my supplements. I take them all exactly the way I'm supposed to. The number of supplements, there's certain times I'm supposed to take them. So now I take them every day. Like, nope, just done. Went from not taking them to take them. What do? I change the pattern. Because we have that ability as human beings, is we have the ability to change. So instead of drinking soda and sugary stuff, I'm drinking water. All right? Instead of going to bed at midnight, although last night I went to bed at midnight, and I'm feeling it today. All week this week, went to bed at 10, around 10, which I had never do that before. And I've started valuing sleep at a higher level. So it's interesting having several nights in a row going to bed at 10 or around 10, and then I was up last night till midnight. And just doing stupid stuff, playing on my computer. Like, Eric, what are you doing? Like, just go to bed. And I was having fun. Like, I was enjoying what I was doing, but I was robbing from today. Okay. So last night, I started a campaign to prospect corporations. Never done that before. I've had strategies, a bunch of different strategies, but never have I gone after VP of sales or sales managers for corporate training business. And that's something I've been working on with my coach, Dr. Moyne. In fact, I have my next coaching session on Sunday coming up. Me and Dr. Moyne for an hour to work on my business. So I want you today to just start noticing what are your patterns. Notice your pattern of how you keep your car organized or not organized. I'm married, okay? So what's your marriage pattern? This December, celebrating my 8-year wedding anniversary. I still court my wife. I still write my wife love notes. I still flirt with her. I still get her flowers. I do all the things that I did. It's a little different, but it's the same when I was courting her. That's my pattern. I've got a phenomenal marriage. Well, maybe you've been married, and my first marriage wasn't like that. So I know what it's like for it not to be that. So maybe you're married and you're in a pattern you're like, yeah, I don't really like my marriage pattern right now. Change it up. Go back to how you treated him or how you treated her when you guys were courting each other. You know, do the things that you did. Remember back when you were first together. This is an idea for your whole life, because your whole life is patterns. Patterns for your work ethic. Some of you have a great work ethic. Some of you, your work ethic, you're like, my work ethic's not where it needs to be. And it's a pattern. And you can change it because we have the ability to change as human beings. So that's today's message. I hope you got something. We'll do it again next Friday. You guys have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you all on social media for being here. I appreciate you guys showing up. We had 16 of you, which is awesome. Have a great Friday. We'll do it again next week. We'll talk to you later.